We must switch to renewable energy. We have only around 50 years of oil left. What then? Could you imagine this world we live in now without any fossil fuels? How would your life change? I can answer that for you. A lot. As a member of this earth, I have a duty and just can't stand idly by and let this happen. By switching to renewable energy, we can reduce global warming, avoid conflict over fuel. It gives us lots of economic benefits, and we won't have to worry about running out of energy. Firstly, and most importantly, we can keep this earth clean and reduce global warming. Because of humans, the atmosphere is getting loaded with carbon emissions, which trap heat and which result in drought, stronger, more frequent storms, sea level rise, and extinction. In the USA, 29% of global warming emissions come from electricity use, which is mostly natural gas and coal. This would decrease so much if you consider that burning natural gas for electricity releases around 1.3 pounds of carbon dioxide per kilowatt hour, and coal emits around 2.5, while wind power is much less and is responsible for only 0.3 pounds of carbon dioxide per hour on a life cycle basis. And similarly, solar is around 0.45, geothermal around 0.15, and hydroelectric about around 0.25. Furthermore, a study by the U.S. Department of Energy's National Renewable Energy Laboratory explored the viability of generating 80% of the country's electricity from renewable resources by 2050. What they discovered was that renewable energy could help reduce the emissions from electricity by approximately 81%. If we consider how much greenhouse gases are released with farming, shipping, and consuming of fossil fuels, and how little is used for renewable energy, this is a no-brainer. Secondly, we can avoid conflicts over fuel. Have you ever turned on the news to find disputes about two countries over fuel? I certainly have. Now, you could imagine if the entire world ran off renewable energy, each country could sustain itself, if not completely, then at least a majority, without outside influence, and would save a lot of countries from disputes. We're relying too much on other countries' exports to support us, but needing no fossil fuels would make us energy independent. Even if every country did not switch, if the U.S. did, we could keep ourselves out of so many disputes. Thirdly, switching to renewable energy would give our economy numerous benefits. Fossil fuel technologies are very mechanical and require little labor, while renewable resources require a lot more manpower. All the installations of solar panels, windmills, and lots of technicians for maintenance. On average, more jobs are created for a unit of electricity generated from renewable resources than from non-renewable resources. In 2016, the wind energy industry employed more than 100,000 full-time equivalent employees, and the solar industry employed more than 260,000 people. And the more we invest in renewable energy, the more jobs created, and the numbers will continue to grow. These numbers are compared to the coal industry, which only employed around 160,000 in 2016. We are also protected from dangerous fluctuations in fuel prices, as renewable energy is much easier to predict. There is also the amount of money we will save by not having to pay for fossil fuels. According to data from Energy Stage, commercial property owners can reduce their electricity bill by 75% by installing solar panels. The more money these companies save and have, the more money they can expand and create more jobs. Can you imagine the economic growth if all these companies could save all this money? Lastly, we won't have to worry about running out of energy. This is a pretty easy conclusion to come to when you consider the word non-renewable energy and renewable energy. By switching, it takes a huge weight off the shoulders of mankind, and we will not have to worry about how our kids will get fuel. In conclusion, by switching to renewable energy, we can reduce global warming, avoid conflict over fuel, give lots of economic benefits, and won't have to worry about running out of energy. I hope you will consider switching to renewable energy, as it is the only solution to the problem. When you choose a friend, do you pick one that is good right now but you know will eventually won't be there anymore? Or do you find one that you know will always be there forever? This is a choice we have to make.